All right, guys, welcome back to the Tutor Learning Center and North Range Academy. This is JD Tutor, and I'm here to teach you about understanding fractions. Dear family, this week your child is exploring what a fraction is. Guys, let's look on your iReady Lesson 20, and we're going to go to 457 and page 458. All right, this is all this video is going to contain. And then we will reach the other pages in other videos, so that way it's not so long and it won't tire out the children. So, dear family, this week your child is exploring what a fraction is. Fractions are numbers that describe equal parts of a whole. The bottom number in a fraction is the denominator. It tells how many equal parts are in a whole, in the whole. The top number in a fraction is the numerator. It tells how many parts are described. All right, let me get my trusty pencil. Let's see. All right, guys. So the bottom is the denominator, and the top is the numerator. Let's look at this first one. We're going to say 1/2, or spelt out 1/2, of this rectangle has been shaded. All right, well, there's 2 here. 1, 2. All right, so that's where we're getting our 2. That's how many parts are all together. How many blocks are all together there? It's going to be 2. 2 blocks are all together there. All right, and how many are shaded in? How many are shaded in? Just 1. 1 is shaded in, so pretend you had 2 blocks and you took one of them away and gave it to your friend. The one that you took away is the one you used. You gave it to your friend. All right, so let's look at 1/3, or spell 1/3. All right, is another example. How many blocks are there? 1, 2, 3 blocks all together. 3 blocks all together is your denominator. How many blocks are used? How many blocks are shaded? All right, is going to be 1. One of those, you used one of those. And now how many blocks do we have left? We have 2 blocks left. All right, but we put this 1 block that you shaded, the one that you took, you used, and that's going to be your numerator. This one up here for the 1/2, this is going to be your numerator, the one that you use, not the one that's left, not the ones that are left. Okay. All right, guys, so let's do 2/3 of the rectangle have been shaded. So you write that 2/3, or spell 2/3, is shaded. Okay, guys, so let's see, how many thirds are there all together? 1, 2, 3 of them. All right. And also, guys, we can tell by looking at this is a 3, this is a 3, and this is a 3. So they're all 3, so we can count that as a 3. All right, so 2 blocks are shaded. We only count the ones that are shaded, the ones that you used. 1 and 2. Now we keep that 3 the same, and we just add, because these are all the same down here for the 3s. We can keep this the same for the 3, and we just add the top, the numerator. 1, 2, not that other one. We're only doing the ones you use, the ones that are shaded. All right, so 1 plus the 1 is the 2, and keep the 3 the same because they're all 3s at the bottom. All right, guys. Let's look at page 458. All right, activity, say and write. Activity, say and write fractions. Do this activity with your child to understand what a fraction is. All right, be sure you have materials like pencil, paper, assorted items to divide, scissors or knives. mainly hopefully scissors. Help your child become familiar with writing fractions by doing this activity together. All right, number one, find at least 3 whole items in your house that can be divided into equal parts. Some examples are a sandwich, an apple, or a sheet of paper. Work together. Number two, work together to show equal parts. For example, cut the sandwich into 4 parts that are the same size, or divide the paper into equal parts. Number three, then take turns saying and writing a fraction and then showing that fraction of the object. For example, if one person says 1/4, then write 1/4. The other person points to one part of the sandwich. If one person says 3/8 and writes 3/8, then the other person points to 3 parts of the paper. All right, use fractions with denominators of 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. Let me show you an example. All right, so you have, let's see, where was it? Okay, so if you have 4 parts, 2, 3, 4. All right. And 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4, and 1/4. All right. And 3 are shaded. Let's shade in 3. 1, oops, I'm just going to cross them out instead of shading. 1, 2, and 3. Now, first off, these are all 4s down here, right? All 4s. So we just keep them a 4. Since these are all 4s, we can kind of add which ones we've shaded. 1 plus 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3/4. We used 3/4 of the blocks. 3/4 of the blocks. All right. So that's how we do things. All right, guys. Well, stay tuned to the next video. We're going to cover more of lesson 20. Thank you.